coming together on a platform. It's like what, you know what I mean? We started off wrong, but we could get back right. You see what I'm saying? Charleston White, I was the first to tell brothers like, yo, y'all don't understand this dude. Behind the scenes, he's doing things that you're not paying attention to. But when you're dealing with the actor, it's like we start doing things to get attention. But the reality of it is the attention is those kids that's going through something every day that we can't reach, or we could reach, but we're not paying attention to. The adults is seeking more attention than the children. If the children is the future, what future do we have if there's no children? We are like, it's like when you sit back and you analyze grown men are dealing with envy and jealousy more than women. Women are seeking attention through men that's failing them. I see, like when you look at the brother, whatever his name is, I forget his name, but he got the platform and he's teaching women how to get a man and how to deal with a man. And some of the times these brothers be wrong. The strongest man sometimes in the hood that ends up in the penitentiary had a good woman. He just couldn't stay out there in the streets because he was addicted to that lifestyle. We all chasing an illusion while our babies are being failed on a miserable level. So now you got some powerful black brothers on the platform speaking, and the world is listening. The numbers that they're showing us right now is not the real numbers. The numbers is way higher. I sat back when I first looked at Kwame Brown. I'm a paranoid brother. I attacked the brother because I said, this nigga Illuminati Kwame. But then when I sat back and I watched, I said, yo, Kwame platform was broken. He went from having 20 to 30,000 people on his platform because he tried to help all the smaller platforms. In this world, whether you sell your soul or not, there's rules to playing on the industry. And when you're playing on their industry and you try to wake people up or you try to help the smaller people, they will subtract you. So you watch Kwame Brown go from having 20 to 30,000 people watching him, lightning speed, the fastest growing channel, to, all right, we're going to reduce this nigga back to being a nigga. So now we understand, it's clear as day that everybody here has a message. And they don't want that message out. This is good versus evil. And even sometimes on the dark side, when you're dealing with Star Wars, Anakin Walker or Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, towards the end, Darth Vader came back from the darkness to the light side. We have to let our light shine because there's people watching and they need to understand the same way we woke up, they can wake up too.
Yeah.
The elements of evil is spreading all over the place, and it makes people feel comfortable in a stage of ignorance. We have to wake brothers up and make them understand you don't have to be a 40-year-old gangster. You don't have to wake up and your illest rhymes that you write is about you killing somebody that looks just like you. You got to understand that in your bloodline lives the slave master. In your blood lives the slave master. They invaded our ancestors over and over again with that R word. They R. Kelly'd us. They bombarded us. So when we look at each other, we look at each other through the eyes of the slave master. We treat each other worse than the slave master. If we sit up there, we write some poetry, it's going to be through the words of a slave master.
Right. But Hassan, let me ask you this, Hassan. How do we as content creators, because I say stuff that's edgy, you say stuff that's edgy. Sometimes we could both be considered as going overboard, more so than you than me. How do we say it in a way where we get the people's attention, but we're not getting them to focus on the distraction of how we say it, but get them to understand the message?
It's only one way. You have to tap into the pain. You have to tell these brothers, I love you. I know what you're going through. I know you hurting. All of us been through some pain. All of us know something, seen something, experienced something, and everybody is suffering, but everybody's too real of a nigga to say, I'm hurting inside. The hood is hurting. The hood is filled with poverty and pain. And until we address the pain, we're not going to solve anything. Like, you got to understand something. In order to be 50 Cent and come out with the top selling poison on power, which is drugs, 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 and killing. In order for us to produce this, it's a world filled with pain. In order for us to relieve our pain, we have to see somebody die. We have to literally listen to somebody get murdered on record. Lyrical genocide. So it's like, damn, how are we going to save the younger generation? I tell people like this, right? The truckers make the world go round. In COVID, it was the nurses that were saving us. It was the doctors that were saving us. In the court system, it's the lawyers that's saving us. When you go to the supermarket, the truckers have to bring the food there. When you go to the furniture store, the truckers got to deliver this. So it's like when you find yourself repping this real niggas and bad bitches syndrome that's pushed on us, you realize that if there's a ship, if this is Noah's Ark, or we watched the movie 2012, and we had to recruit the best of the best, if all you can do is kill somebody through the eyes of the slave master that you